I'll make this simple. We're going into a recession, although the technical uh, requirement for a recession is that the GDP falls under a certain amount for 2 consecutive quarters, but we haven't seen a drop like this since 2008. So one of the best things you can do is get yourself in a position where you have something over the next year or two, and residency is certainly one of those things. So to succeed in phase two, you have to have everything ready really by St. Patrick's Day morning. You can apply after that, but you really want to take Friday to kind of recover from the loss. And I understand that some of you will try to write your LOI and try to update your CV, but many of you will just literally be crying all day or just be emotionally empty. And it will take that day and getting some sleep and then getting up on Saturday morning for you to be able to do maybe what you need to do to get yourself back on track. So there are a number of things that we have set up to help you. The Crushing Phase 2 is free. It's a free book on Amazon. You can either go on Kindle or you can go where it says 0.00 underneath. That quick read will help you understand what it is that gives you an advantage and what it is that makes you less desirable as a candidate in phase two. Also, residency interview help in the audiobooks is also available, and I think this is something that definitely you should check out because when you look at what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to do a Skype interview. I can't imagine that anyone would actually ask you to fly or maybe travel. But just with coronavirus, expect that everything is going to be Skype. The other thing is that the RPDs and the residents are dealing with things at their own hospitals. So this is not the time that they want to do this. What they need is a quick solution, and the quickest way to get the most qualified candidate is to get a referral. And so they're going to be looking to their networks, people that they know. So if there's anyone you know at a residency that is not matched, immediately get in touch with them and talk to them first. That is your absolute best chance. And you want to start emailing and get more information about them, because those sites that don't email you back, you can immediately cut out, and then you can apply to those that do take an interest in you, so that you're not doubling the amount of applications, rather you're having the amount of applications and can make more of a concerted effort. Email me at tonythepharmacist@gmail.com if you want one-on-one help with your LOI. I can look at it and tell you what the issue is, but the panic has already started because we are going into a recession, and it's clear that even if you don't match, there's going to be some contraction and there's going to be some uncertainty in the hiring process right now. So things are absolutely chaotic is an understatement in terms of what they can do, because take something as simple as, okay, let's meet for an interview. Okay, well, do you want to fly out for an interview? And those types of things are completely different. A job fair or APHA was canceled, So a job fair where you're meeting more than 25 or 50 people are going to be canceled. So there are a lot of things going on, and one of the, I don't want to say easiest ways, but one of the ways that you can get to a position right now is to succeed in phase two. I'm predicting that there's going to be 320 positions based on gaining about 20 positions each year, and I'm going to predict that you're going to have a 1 in 13 chance before you even get into it of getting that match. And then if you get an interview, obviously you don't get an interview, you have no chance. But if you get an interview, I believe that your chances will go to 1 in 5. So I think it's worth it with how many people have been applying to community and retail positions. So again, the book is free. you can go to Amazon and get Crushing Phase 2. The other book, the audio book, is free. Just go to residencyhelp.com under free codes, or memorizingpharm.com, free codes. And that one is free. And those two together will help you survive the first, what do I do with Phase 2? Because RPDs may have never dealt with it either. They may have never not matched, and it's all new to them. So it's a matter of just getting your foot in there, getting in there, and I assure you this will be a fight, and I'm happy to take that fight with you. If you want my one-on-one help with the LOI, it's $75. I can turn it around relatively quickly, definitely before you need it on Tuesday, but I can only do that for a certain number of people. It's already clear that with some of the emails I'm getting that panic has hit, and there are 2,600. I think that's going to be the number of people that will find out tomorrow that they do not have a position. And that represents about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 1/5 or 1/6 of the entire graduating class. Add that to the 1,400 that didn't match, and you have about 1/3 just with the residency process that are not sure about their futures. I'm expecting, because of the downturn that we're going to see, anywhere between what we saw last year, which is 20% and 30% of unemployment at graduation, and I expect that number to go up significantly if we don't get this coronavirus thing taken care of in the next few weeks. So again, do your best, but please let me help you if you are simply emotionally not in a place where you can do it. I can help you make it so that your letter of intent absolutely stands out and will simply increase your chances of getting an interview. Okay, again, tonythepharmacist@gmail.com. Oh, by the way, that's right, we have our Facebook group, so make sure to join that, Residency Help. And also, again, I tell you to get on the email list. I send all of this stuff out to those guys.
Hey, thanks again for listening to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast. I do encourage you to go to residencyhelp.com, get on the mailing list. I'll send you out an email every Friday during residency season, but then afterwards, I'll still have a number of episodes on helping you get through residency itself. And then if you're somebody that's looking at residency in the future, I'll also have content for that as well. If you have a question, I'm pretty good about getting back to you. And if I don't have an answer, I will know someone that does. So thanks again for listening to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please do rate and review. It really matters in terms of our ability to reach more people. Thanks again.